Good morning, traders. It is April 8th. Welcome to the channel. This might be a trading day after a long pause of 2 days here on the channel. You're looking at the DAX daily time frame, and the stock futures are up. The stock futures are up some 1.4% as I'm speaking now on DAX, and the stock futures are up on S&P 500 as well after a 3-day losing streak. And what about Asia? Japan stocks have risen over 6% now, so this is a trading alert for you. 6% in Asia. Japan alone is up, and we might be looking at a trading day today. The oscillators on the daily time frame are heavy on the oversold levels and turning. The fast stochastic has tipped over to the upside, and this is soon to follow. Yesterday, European evening, it was only that much that Trump hinted that he might postpone the tariffs for 90 days, which White House just rushed to decline as a fake news. But that was the yesterday's spike up in the evening. We can see it later here on the 15 and 5-minute time frame. It's all about trade wars now. China is saying that it will fight to the end after Trump threatened it with 50% additional tariffs yesterday, as you might have read. So, as China implied 20-30% tariffs over on Trump's, and Trump slammed them right away with an information that he will retaliate with 50%, so over on top of the China announced tariffs. So now the game is on, and it looks like a trading day today, but we have to be very careful also what's about to happen. The countries are really starting to fight back, and there will be a day probably here when iPhone will cost $3,000 because of these tariffs. So if you're thinking of buying something, or you're considering some relatively major investments like piece of computer or digital device, so you might want to pull the trigger right now because the prices might be spiking up wherever you live. Okay, so let's look at from the daily time frame to the, let's drop to hour, what this oscillators are doing and what the price is doing. Very erratic moves, as you can see. This was Monday morning here, and this was the evening when Trump said, or presumably said, that he might be postponing the tariffs for 90 days. So this happened. I think a lot of people got locked in here because on the lower time frames you can see how fast it really came down from there as the news was cancelled. But now stock futures are up and we're heading upwards. The range, if we can find any range on this, this was the bottom of the range from 2 weeks early. You might argue that it is here, as the spike also went and punched it through this level here, but the support was around, yes, from Jan 17th. Yeah, it has been acting as a support slash resistance for a long time, and a very valid zone, this yellow 20,546. So that's our key level somewhat. So the price might be going up here 46 or 20,998. If the news will come in hot and they will be confirmed and the positive momentum will continue, the price might be looking something like this. Or if it gets rejected, we might be looking to touch back to the 18,933. Gotta move back to the daily time frame to get any idea on that. Let's look from here a bit. What those, there's very tight levels, 917 and 611 on the lower time frames, but on the daily time frames those are irrelevant. 18,272 to these levels here, but the White House correspondence and Trump is now your key levels. These have not so much to do with anything right now. But let's drop to the intraday. And this was the bit of a news yesterday. So when things like 90-day postponed tariffs will be confirmed, we're gonna skyrocket back up to top of the ranges, 23,513, and sky's the limit. It's gonna be a very volatile move after that. So if you see anything related to that, you wanna be looking on longing like we do on this channel. We don't short. This is the reason exactly why we don't jump on those shorts. We're trying to make money here, trying to stop losing money on a daily and consistent basis, and so we want to go forward and further with our investments. Stock futures are climbing. Asia is up 6%, so bit of a trading alert for today. I'll be watching the market. Nothing major other news releases on the economic calendars. There's some optimism indexes published today, but hey, it's all about trade wars now. And let's ride these waves. Let's use the double stochastic strategy. Let's like this video. Please leave a comment down below. It would help the channel tremendously, and other traders also who are possibly struggling with this market condition or any other market conditions on their time frames and their commodities and indices that they might be trading. So let's build a community. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you here on daily basis again and tomorrow. Be careful out there and trade smart.